Hello and welcome. In our previous video, we learned how to draft this beautiful dress. Today, we are going to focus on drafting the color, and then we'll go ahead and cut and sew this. If this is a video you are interested in learning, then let's get started. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this video. So the measurement we'll be needing for this are our front neck measurement of 4.75 inches and then our back neck of 3.75. We measured this in our previous video. The link to that video will be left in the description box below. The next measurement we'll be needing is also the measurement of our front extension. That is the placket for the button and buttonhole. So I have 1 inch here. I'm going to take note of that. And then I'll go ahead and then draw a horizontal line this way. Then I'll draw a vertical line on top of this line this way. So this is more like an L shape. So I'll go ahead and then input my back measurement, mark it, and then draw a reference line across. Then the next I'll do is to input my front neck measurement. Then I'll draw a reference line across as well. In our previous video, we learned how to sew this shirt dress. If you haven't seen that video, the link to that video will be left in the description box below. So the next thing I'm going to do is to input my 1 inch for the extension for the buttonhole. So I'm going to input it here this way, mark it, and then also draw a reference line across this way. So this is my front extension here. So for the under color, I'm going to be working with 1.5 inches. So I input 1.5 inches from the bottom here this way. And then I'll go ahead and then mark it. Then I'll also mark the 1.5 inch on this line as well. Mark and then connect the dots with a straight line. Afterwards, I'm going to go in by 0.5 inches on the front extension line we drew previously. Then I'm going to connect a line from that ½ inch to touch the back measurement line this way. Then I'm going to measure, so I'm going to input 1.5 inches. That is what we are working with for the under color of this color. So 1.5 inches on this new line this way. Then I'm going to connect the points with a straight line. Then the next I'll do is to come in with my curve ruler and then draw this curve here this way to shape the under color. So this is it here. I'll draw the curve. So here it is. We are done with the under color. I'm going to go ahead and extend this reference line I have here and extend it for the bottom line as well, the base line as well. Then at this point, I'm going to determine how wide I want this color to be. So I'm going to be working with 2.5 inches for this draft. So I'm inputting 2.5 inches on the baseline here this way. Then I'm going to connect the point with a straight line this way. Then the next I'm going to do is to connect the line from this point here to touch the base of this new line we have here. So our color is ready. I'm actually done with the drafting process. So remember, we are going to be cutting both colors on fold. So we are going to cut on fold and we are going to be cutting 2 pieces of both colors. So I'm going to go ahead and then cut my pattern out. So remember I said we were cutting 2 pieces of both colors. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut 2 pieces of both colors on a paper stay. So this is it here. This will ensure that my color will be stiff enough, it will be firm enough. So I'm going to fold it. I've already folded it once, and I'm going to fold it a second time this way, and then I'll place the color on the folded part of this paper stay. Then I'm going to pin it down. Remember, we are cutting this on fold and we need 2 pieces. We are not going to be adding any seam allowances to this particular pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and then cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and then cut 2 pieces of the under color as well. So the same process, cutting it on fold and cutting 2 pieces, but I'm not adding any seam allowances to this. So afterwards, I'm going to also cut this on my main fabric. So these are my color pieces here. So I went ahead to cut the color on my main fabric. So the only difference with this is that I added 1/2 inch seam allowances all around to each of the colors. So you can see I have 4 pieces here, and I've also pressed my interfacing on the main fabric. So this is the upper color. We are going to place the right sides of each of the colors together. Then I'll head to my sewing machine and then sew this down on 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm also going to give this a good press after sewing. So this is what we have here. Take a look at it, looking so beautiful. I turned it inside out and then I gave it a good press, and then I also top stitch the top color this way. So the next thing I'm going to do is to place my under color down this way, and then I'll place the top color on top of the under color this way, and then I'll place the other under color on top of the upper color this way. Make sure it's positioned well, then they are laying flat together beautifully. So this is it here. I'm going to head to my sewing machine and stitch this down this way on 1/2 inch all round this way up until the top part of this color. So after stitching it down, I'm just giving notches onto the edge of this color this way so that it will help the color relax, and then I'll turn it inside out this way, and then I'll give this a very good press again. So this is the color looking so beautiful and neat. I hope you enjoyed this video, and then you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see how we attach this color to the dress, kindly check the description box below. The link to that video is in the description box below. Thank you so much for making time to watch this video. We'll see you in our next video.